It's coming like a ghost town. All the clubs are being closed down. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Yeah, what's going on? What's going on? Oh, what's going on? What's going on? Und wir singen im Atomschutzbunker. Hurra, diese Welt geht unter. Hurra, diese Welt geht unter. Auf die Trümmern der Spartis. The grabbing hands grab all they can. Everything counts in large amounts. The grabbing hands grab all they can. All for themselves after all.
It's funny how money changes situation. Miscommunication lead to complication. My emancipation don't fit your equation. I was on the humble, you on every station.
The ice age is coming, the sun's zooming in. Meltdown expected, the wheat is going thin. Engines stop running, but I have no fear. Cause we gon' be alright,
We gon' be alright. We gon' be alright. We gon' be alright. Do you hear me? Do you feel me? We gon' be alright. We gon' be alright. Huh? We gon' be alright. We gon' be alright. Do you hear me? Do you feel me? We gon' be alright.
Won't it always seem to go that you don't know what you've got till it's gone? The day paradise, put up a parking lot.
Guten Tag, ich will mein Leben zurück. Guten Tag, ich will mein Leben zurück. Guten Tag.
Where are we now? Where are we now? Where are we now? Where are we now?
Hello, hello. It's so nice to see you all here. Well, that's wonderful. Hi there, welcome. We are so happy to see you here, and we want to welcome you to Republica 22. My name is Geraldine, my name is Niels, and we're really happy to see you here in the vaccine center. It's really good to see something being made out of the vaccine center. We are the guys who host this stage and welcome you in this new location, and also in the live stream. We're really excited. But there's 4 people who are really excited, who are really even more excited to see you, and they want to welcome you. Here are Johnny and Tanja Häusler, Markus Beckedahl, and Andreas Gebhardt, the founders of Republica.
Guten Morgen.
Good morning. Oh, maybe, yeah. Okay. Good morning. It's really nice to see you all, really. Leave this sheet here if I have to hold something.
Schön, dass ihr da seid.
Nice to see you here. Thank you.
Hallo Republika.
Hello, Republica.
Gott,
Oh, well,
wenig kriegt mich so sehr wie das.
only little takes me like this one. And music. I don't know how I would have survived the pandemic without music, and I really wish that many musicians would have, got money out of this as well. But, well, anyway.
Anyway, the wind.
Anyway, the wind blows.
Wir
We've just seen in our musical backview all these topics, the struggles, the questions, the fear, everything. Same comes over and over again during the decades. How often have we thought, okay, really? Do we have to go through this again? We had all this before. And how often have we been on the streets and we thought, okay, I can't believe what I'm marching for. We should have been further in this point. In decades, we had topics on the table that have been ignored over and over again, and that had to be taken again and to be explained. Fact is that the dishes don't get clean if you put it above the dishwasher. But anyway, we have to share this in my little private community over and over again. And this is annoying. And it takes energy that could have been invested in a better way and more productive. And sometimes it makes you tired and you have your shoulders hanging and I think, oh, I can't take it anymore, I'll just leave it like that. But then there's so many intelligent, creative people, good ideas, small, big ones, that have to be transformed, and that gives you hope, and you want to be part of those who tell the better story and who believe that these stories can be true. And this for me is Republica over and over again. And also for you, because otherwise you wouldn't be sitting here again, right? Anyway, the wind blows. But now I have you all sitting here, I want to tell you, we started TinCon in 2019 and we cooperated, and on Friday we expect over 1,000 young people in the Festsaal Kreuzberg, right next to this place. Many are on stages with their own topics, so just, well, maybe you want to have a look. And on Saturday, the TinCon will only be open for young people. And on Saturday, we have a new premiere for you. We have a blogger conference. On Saturday, in the Glass House, the text conference is going on. With the text conference, we want to show what the word means outside the classical literature area. It's about screenwriting, it's about comics, songwriting, and writers. So all written word that's basically happening. Everything that makes stuff easier for me. You all have a Republica ticket, and you can just get the upgrade for cheap. Another thing, please put the dishes into the dishwasher.
Markus,
Tanja.
was gibt's denn zum Programm zu sagen?
Ja, also ich räume mein Geschirr mal rein. Aber ja, schön, dass ihr da seid.
Yeah, hey, it's nice that you're here. We're very happy. And we're still overwhelmed how many people have come. 2 years and 2 months ago, we had a complete Republica 2020 all planned out. The entire program was ready. The entire production was prepared. We just had to step out on the stage. We already sold 2,000 tickets to you, and then, boom, everything stopped. 2 years we had to keep reinventing ourselves, improvise. Luckily, we were digital natives, and so are you. We could make the best of it. But we also thought, yeah, it's cooler to meet in real life. We know this. We come from the internet. And so we are very happy to be here together with you. Everything is new for us. Also, The location is new because when we started planning this Republika in fall last year, we still didn't know if we were ever able to come out of the home office and meet again, and if so, where. So last year in June was the first chance to reconvene again. So we moved to June, like all other conferences as well. But you are here, luckily. So this location is a bit smaller on the inside, but larger on the outside. And we chose this specifically so we can feel more comfortable. We would like you to wear masks wherever you can, indoors. COVID is not over. We noticed also in the program we have a lot of cancellations in the last few days and people that got corona. We see it in our social circles, and also my corona tracking app is showing me we're at warnings again. So please take care, and especially this location with all the exterior areas has a lot of little possibilities for you to discover, and also large ones like a swimming pool. So this year there's no ball pool, and we're going to try with water instead. See how maybe that works for you. Maybe we learn that next year we will have a ball pit instead again. Anyway, we have 400 workshops, talks, discussion rounds, and try to cover everything that is happening. And it's never easy, it's never possible. But we also noticed, based on the motto of Any Way the Wind Blows, we're currently in 4 different crises that we have to go through as a society. It's the climate crisis, it's the war in Ukraine, and how we deal with it. It's the COVID pandemic that is still not over, and it can always come back, especially now and in fall. And it's a pandemic of disinformation and hate online, which has always been a big topic for us. So it's pervasive. There's a lot of people here, many talks that many speakers that want to discuss critically and figure out how we can get out of this as a stronger digital society. And so far, we're glad to welcome you here. Should any stage be overcrowded, please just go for a swim. We're sorry, we wanted to have larger venue, but we weren't really sure if anybody would come. So we focused on having nice exterior areas. But also I can reassure you, we are recording the big stages and it will be available online later. So enjoy and see ya.
Dir auch viel Spaß. Ein Ziel ist erreicht.
Okay, so we reached one goal.
Ein Ziel ist erreicht, wenn man das Gefühl hat,
when you feel that you're
so
satisfied.
oder so ähnlich geht ein Weisheitsspruch eines Zen-Meisters.
Something like that is a Zen proverb. And I'm very happy that we can stand here again. We wanted to have a Republika in person again. So thank you very much for coming.
Wer schon mal da war, weiß,
And if you've been here before, you know my job is usually to say thanks.
euch, sondern, und da bitte ich um
And I'm saying thanks not just to you as the audience,
Dank gilt unserem Team.
but also our team. And I ask you all for a big hand for our team that has made this whole thing possible.
Euch allen, ihr
Thank you very much to all of you,
zu sehen seid.
even if you're only on stage rarely. But still, nevertheless, thank you.
Ich habe gerade kurz von Zielen gesprochen. Einen kurzen Rückblick und
I
einen Ausblick macht
mentioned
Johnny gleich.
goals, and Johnny's going to give a little retrospective and also look into the future.
Für all die Förderer
But I would like to
Partner.
also ask you for a big hand for all the supporters and partners of Republika in this year,
Über die Jahre,
who over the years, and
1200 Tage her, dass wir uns das
it's
letzte Mal gesehen
more than
haben,
1,200 days since last we met,
unterstützt und begleitet
who have supported us and accompanied us, the old as well as new partners and supporters that have joined.
ohne euch.
A heartfelt thank you. Without you, this would not have been possible. And I hope you're also going to enjoy this as much as everyone else. Big hand, please.
Und ein kleiner Karlauer sei noch erlaubt. 11:11 Uhr ist jetzt vorbei, deswegen ist Johnny jetzt dran.
Also now it's past 11:11, so now it's Johnny's turn.
Dankeschön.
Thank you.
Wir lassen dich alleine.
Genau, wir lassen
Well, we're just gonna leave you alone. Deal with it.
Ich habe nicht bedacht, dass es so schwierig ist, diese zwei
I
runden Bühnen zu bespielen.
didn't think it would be so hard to play on both of these like round stages. I feel a bit like Metallica. So I'll try to look at all of you. Also, what I didn't think about this morning when I had already left the house, I thought, maybe I just quickly print it, and then there was only photo paper in the printer. So you know these little fuck-ups.
Genau, Andreas hat gesagt,
All right, so Andreas said a little retrospective and a little look into the future. It's not going to take too long, but there's a few things that I want to talk to you about.
2006 als Idee zwischen
Republica started in 2005, 2006 as an idea between us, and until now, up to today, it's still more an idea than a well thought out concept or a business plan or a commercial endeavor. And the idea of Republica is to have a conference that builds bridges between different people and topics. A conference for the community and for people that don't normally go to conferences. That's how we think about it. And as the founders, Andreas, Markus, Tanja, and myself, we always thought we would like to make an event that we would like to visit. So that's always been our maxim.
Umsetzung der ersten Ausgabe der Republika 2007,
And
vor 15 Jahren,
15 years ago at Republica 2007,
neue Aufgaben und
every year
angetastet und dabei haben
we
Leute
tackled new challenges.
zu uns gesagt, das kann man so
And
nicht.
people kept telling us, oh, no, you cannot do it like that. It's impossible. And we said, no, you can. You can do it. So 2007 in Kalkscheune with 600 visitors. Anybody who told me that I would still be doing this 15 years down the road, I probably would have laughed at them.
Aber hier sind wir,
Yet here we are,
nach der ersten Republik.
15 years after the first Republica. And it wasn't always so easy
Markus hat es auch schon angedeutet, wir müssen
as it maybe sounds now.
Rollen neu finden.
The others already mentioned it. We always have to reinvent and redefine our roles as founders. Markus, as the founder of Netzpolitik, is obviously tightly integrated in the fight for digital civil rights. Always important for the program selection. Andreas always been looking for contact into politics, into political sphere, and dare to think big economically. The step up from Kalkscheune to Admiralspalast, that was a huge step up, and we were unsure. And Andreas said, "Yeah, we can do it." And then the move to Station, planning this entire thing in fall last year, when nobody knew what the summer would look like. And of course, Tanja with ideas for the program, the formats, the mottos, and always the desire to make Republica look good with artistic freedom to ensure that people are comfortable here and that they like to network. And of course, my own desire for pop culture. And all of these things flow together. There's been some conflict. We're not always of the same opinion. But since the start of Republica, since 15 years, we're looking for solutions. We try things, we make mistakes, but we also get some things right. For example, free knowledge. We believe in free knowledge, and it's clear that not everybody can afford a ticket for Republica, and that's why we record almost everything and put it online. A huge information archive has been developed this way over the last few years. Gender equality is important. After the first Republica, every year we kept working on the balance of genders. And we are very happy that in the past few years we had almost as many men as women on our stages.
Das ist nicht immer so einfach.
It's not always easy because for some topics you just cannot find any male experts.
Anderes wichtiges Thema für uns schon seit langer Zeit.
Another important topic for us is accessibility.
In jeder Location lassen wir uns von Organisationen und Menschen
In each location we get advice from people that help us check, okay, how can we improve And we are very sad there's 2 locations here that are not as accessible as we would have liked. The bar upstairs and the deck of the hopper tosser of the ship. We strive to do better, and we will improve that in the future. Sustainability extremely important, even more in this year. We're working on it since 10 years, and we never really made a big deal out of it. But I would like to say it very clearly here, that the boxes that we keep using, these monoblocks that we use, they're not sustainable per se, but we've been using everything for 10 years on. We lend them out to other events. We don't always buy them new or throw them away. The booths are made from certified wood and always reused. It's getting repainted or differently clothed, but after that they are disassembled, they are stored and reused. Nothing is getting thrown away here. Everything you see here was quite a lot of effort, but also a lot of fun, because we also looked, is this sustainable? This is compostable. And if there's anything here that's not compostable, then it's recycled and also recyclable. And you can be sure of that. So the entire 3 days, including the crew catering, are meatless, which makes a huge difference.
Und ich bin echt beschimpft worden teilweise.
And I've been yelled at. What do you mean, no meat?
Ich bin selbst nicht mal Vegetarier.
I'm not even a vegetarian myself, but you know, you can easily live for weeks, months, years, a life on end without eating meat. Just try it sometime, maybe.
Es gibt eine eigene Nachhaltigkeitsbeauftragte in diesem Jahr.
And we have a dedicated sustainability person at Republica this year, and we will create a carbon balance at the end and compensate that. So this is the most sustainable Republica we managed to do, and yet it's not all perfect. There's still a long way to go, but I think in many ways we are still the avant-garde. We thought about things before they were even in the media.
Und das liegt nicht zuletzt.
And that was and is due to you. All the input that we get from you, the criticism that we get, especially during the event or right after, it's incredibly annoying, but still we look at everything and we say, okay, was this a good point that we can improve? And we look, where is criticism warranted? And block everyone else, of course.
Wir schauen uns das genau an und versuchen, Dinge besser zu machen.
But yeah, we look at everything and we try to improve. But it's also a company, it's also a commercial entity, and we need to make some money to make this possible. And as founders, we would like to pay the team at least fairly, ideally very well, while at the same time allowing as many people as possible to access Republica. This is not always an easy balance to strike, but we keep trying, because that's all we do since 15 years. And we keep saying, yes, we can. And again, we're very far from perfect. We will keep on making mistakes. We're very aware of our privilege standing here, and that there's still a lot of things we need to do. And we realize we cannot stop wars, nor social inequality, nor save the climate, nor humanity. But we want you to know that no matter what we do, we try, we strive. And it sounds very, very basic, but it's all I can promise in these times. We want to strive to be part of the solution. The world is burning, and we don't just want to stand by and say, well, not my problem. Because we want to be part of the solution. We want to be part of those that try to stop these fires.
Wir wollen dass die Republika ein Ort ist für Menschen mit Gestaltungswillen.
We want Republica to be a place for people with a creative will.
Deswegen arbeiten wir schon seit einiger Zeit daran, die Idee der Republika endlich gemeinnützig zu machen.
That's why I've been working on
Wer weiß, was das heißt?
making Republica
Weil die Republika eine Gesellschaftskonferenz,
communalized.
die auch von der Community geprägt und mitgestaltet wird, wollen wir, dass die Republika noch mehr der Community.
Because Republica is so shaped by the community and shapes it in turn. We're trying to turn Republica into a non-profit to make sure that the ideas always come back in. We want to offer more opportunities for participation, but also protect the idea of Republica from economic consequences, for example, through like the pandemic. And of course, we want Republica to live on, even though at some point and hopefully far future, we might not. And we're not yet sure how we do that. There's a lot of options we thought about. It's not so easy. You're still in Germany here. None of us is rich. We cannot just invest a few 100,000 or a million into a pot and say, hey, this is the Beckedahl Gebhard Häusler Foundation. But honestly, it's also a pretty shitty name for a foundation. But we will find a way, and we invite you and ask you to accompany us on this way. So after a well-deserved summer break, we will open a dialogue with all of you, everybody who wants to join, because we will need partners. We will not be able to do this alone. So if you're interested, send me a message, johnny@re-publica.com, or on Twitter or on Instagram. Maybe not LinkedIn, please. And not Facebook either, but please write to us, Andreas, Markus, Tanja @republica.com. Can also just be, I thought it was interesting, or I thought it was a stupid idea, but I'm still curious to see what you're planning. We want to go into a dialogue. It might just be a mailing list at first, we don't know, but we want you to be there with us. And if we can turn this into a non-profit, then maybe next year we will be again on this stage, or maybe a different stage, and say, yes, we can. It's possible. Thank you very much for your support. Thank you for being here. Peace.